Hi guys, it's Fightsci here again with another video, and today, you guessed it, we are breaking down Canelo vs Crawford, my 100th sub special. Let's break it down. Now I'm going off script a little bit here, but I do apologize for the lack of uploads this year. I think I've already explained it. There's been other stuff happening, but yeah. I do apologize that this video is a bit late. By the time I upload this video, it'll probably be like 2 months after the fight happened, but whatever, better late than never. It's not like I'm uploading it like 6 months later, you know. Without further ado, let's get in the video. How we got here. Now, this is a fight before the fight that was subject of some controversy. You know, people thought that Crawford, well, spoiler alert, he wasn't, but that Crawford would get folded up like Jermell Charlo, actually a fight that I covered, one of my last pre-fight breakdowns, that Canelo would fold Crawford up like he did Charlo, right? But people actually did want to see the fight because it had some intrigue. You know, Crawford at the time that they signed the fight was like top 3 pound for pound, probably should have been number 1. And Canelo was still relatively high on a lot of people's pound-for-pound lists, right? So it was the fight to make, despite Crawford being 2 weight classes below. He was probably, besides, you know, David Benavidez, one of the most skilled people Canelo could fight in and around that weight class. Now, what was at stake? Canelo's undisputed super middleweight title. Canelo being the first, I would say only, but the first undisputed champion at super middleweight, being a historical accomplishment, because Andre Ward was only unified. I think Roy Jones only had one of the belts. James Toney only had one of the belts. Those guys, I mean, besides Andre Ward, I'm not really not a big fan of him, but you know, but those last two aforementioned guys are better fighters than Canelo, but still, you know, huge accomplishment. I'm not hating on Canelo. I think Canelo will probably beat Andre Ward, but unless Andre Ward, you know, nut-shotted him 100 times like how he did Kovalev in their second fight. But, you know, that's besides the point. And finally, for the intro, the historical implications of the fight. Now, the historical implications for the fight, you know, this is a legacy-defining fight for both fighters. If Canelo wins, Canelo is up there with the all-time greats based on what Crawford, his run at 140, 147, what he did to Errol Spence, being a 4-division champion. If Crawford wins, he would literally be a 5-division champion, tying what Floyd Mayweather did and doing it in Ray Leonard Hagler fashion, jumping up 2 weight classes and beating the champion, the undisputed champion and pound for pound, all-time great champion in decisive fashion. Now, time for the technical breakdown. Before we hop into the technical breakdown, I do need to go off script again. This video may be shorter, and I do apologize if it's a bit underwhelming, but literally, I really need to say this. The only fucking highlights of Canelo and Crawford were the Netflix highlights, and it's 3 minutes long, so, and yes, I'm trying to make this video a little longer, but yeah, let's actually hop into it now. Immediate jab joust between Canelo and Crawford. Canelo crosses the line with an overhand right, and Crawford shield blocks. Canelo breaks his base with a back. Canelo hits Crawford with a straight backhand. Crawford will probably capitalize later. Crawford hits Canelo with a flurry. Canelo breaks his base and Canelo tries to get onto Crawford's line. Crawford hits him with a flurry of 1-2, not allowing him to get his composure. Canelo attempts to cut off the ring diagonally on Crawford, but Crawford's lateral movement is just too good. Crawford does a perfect job controlling the line. Canelo tries to step to the outside and Crawford to get onto his firing lane and land a 1-2. Instead, Crawford catches him with a sharp straight left. Crawford catches Canelo with the most vicious flurry of the fight, turns Canelo when his base is broken, starts landing more combos. Crawford then frames Canelo behind his head, lands body shots and uppercuts out of the Philly shell. Crawford widens his stance, then lands 2 crisp hooks on the inside on Canelo straight to the face. Canelo and Crawford exchange on the inside with hooks and uppercuts. Crawford lands the now iconic shot. Canelo throws a 1-2. Crawford slips to his rear leg, getting off the line, then lands a sharp rear hand left that even Canelo had to make a face for. Crawford catches Canelo rotating with the left hook, follows up with a right hook of his own, knocking Canelo off balance, possibly hurting him a bit, the only fighter to do that since Miguel Cotto's brother. Outro/final thoughts. Crawford will no doubt go down as an ATG with the likes of Ray Leonard, Hagler, Hearns, Roberto Duran, so on and so forth. No knock to Canelo either. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer in his own right, but Crawford is in a league of his own. This is Fightsci signing out.